everybody, welcome to Lights Up. My name is Jessica. This is episode 3 with my very special guest, Morgan Dayley. Morgan, so excited to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
Thrilled, so excited. So will you give us a quick little brief intro about who you are, what you do, all the things?
Yes, absolutely. So my name is Morgan Dayley, and I teach at MSU Texas here in Wichita Falls, Texas. I'm on board with their theater faculty, and I was brought on to help them create a musical theater program, which we're actively doing, which is kind of exciting.
That is awesome.
But I teach all of the performance and the acting and all of the shticky types of classes, and then I also direct a couple shows for them once a year.
Very exciting. So what are you guys doing preparing for the 2021 to 2022 school year?
Good question. So we've actually added a show into our lineup. So we'll have 4 shows this year. The first show that we're doing is called Cloud 9 by Carol Churchill. The second one we're doing is Men on Boats. The third one we're doing is Art. And then we're going to finish up with Big Fish the musical. So all of our straight plays have been written by female playwrights this year, which was a pretty cool thing we decided to do.
Yeah.
And then Big Fish will be our big musical in collaboration with the music department.
Oh, how fun. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So if there is a potential prospect that's interested in musical theater or a theater program like MSU's, what is the process? What do they need to do? Do they need to submit things, just wave at you in the street, breathe, and they're already accepted? What is kind of the basics that they need to do?
That's a great question. So at MSU, we're actually an open enrollment institution for our program. So basically, you just need to be accepted to the university, and we would love to have you come make magic with us. Other programs, you would have to do anything from an audition to an essay to take a test like the SAT and the ACT. MSU is pretty open and fluid with a lot of those things, so I'd encourage you to check out our website to see if that's something that you want to be involved with. But we do like to take all sorts of people, all shapes, sizes, walks of life in our program, whether you're very old or very young. We like you all.
Okay, equal opportunity.
Yes.
Very good. So your theater background.
Yes.
You've got a pretty extensive one. We don't have a lot of time because you have just
your
resume.
Nice to me.
No, your resume is like forever long.
Oh my God.
Also, a quick side note and little self-promotion moment here. Morgan is on our board at Backdoor Theater. So we are thrilled and honored and all those nice, cushy, fluffy words to have her.
You're so nice.
Hopefully I won't
She's
get fired.
Nice one.
So, okay, your theater background. How many shows do you think you've done?
I would say somewhere in the 200s. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that could be a number that existed.
Yeah. Well, I started in high school, so I started really young, and I've done a lot of directing, choreography types of things, producing. I've kind of worn a lot of hats.
I feel like I need to get your autograph after
No way.
You can sign my.
Fun fact: every show that I act in, my dad gets a program and asks me to sign it.
Oh my God, that is adorable.
He makes me feel so famous.
Oh my gosh.
It's not the case.
No, you are a somebody. Okay.
At least to my dad.
So what has been your favorite role?
I really love The Musical Company by Stephen Sondheim. That's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I've had the opportunity to do that show 3 times. One time I played April, which I really enjoyed. But someday I'd like to play Bobby, who is being currently played by a female on Broadway right now. First time, which is pretty cool. So I think that would be fun.
Very cool. And what has been the most embarrassing experience on stage?
Oh my gosh. This would probably also have to be in The Show Company because there's a lot of dancing, a lot of movements in that show that can be had. And one of the interactions that I had with my lovely Bobby, he was a very sweaty individual, and he had to hand me a drink. And I saw the sweat go off of his face into the drink, and then he had to hand it to me. And I knew that I had to drink it right after that.
Oh my God. Delicious.
The things we do.
Yeah.
But I've never had one of those stories where I've forgotten a line. Obviously things drop on stage. Costume malfunctions happen on stage. But I've been very fortunate to not have tripped or fallen or forgotten lines. It's just sweat with me, I guess.
The usual Friday night.
The usual.
Knock on wood. Hopefully nothing bad happens. 3 top bits of advice for somebody wanting to be in the performing arts. Number 1.
That's a great question. I think have confidence in yourself.
Okay, number 2.
Is the first one, because you are a magic maker by yourself. Just do your thing. Do it strong, do it loud, do it proud, and make sure that you have confidence to do it. Number 2, trust yourself. Goes along with confidence, but is a little bit different, I think. Just making sure that you have that trust in your being, in your vessel, whatever you're presenting, that you can make that magic. And number 3, I think surround yourself by positivity. I think that's a great way to make good art and to, again, keep yourself confident and trustworthy.
Oh my gosh, okay. Those are very heartfelt.
Oh my gosh.
Morgan, you're like, I don't know, Oprah?
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, all the things, a combination, Mary Oprah.
Oh my gosh.
And if you could be in any role on Broadway, or any musical or play in general.
Oh my gosh. I would really like to take a stab at Guys and Dolls for more than one reason. I think I would be a great Adelaide. That tends to be the type that I play. But also, I really want to choreograph the Craps Ballet, which is a ballet done all by the gamblers with a bunch of dice. I think that would be a fun adventure someday.
Wow, very exciting. And with that, that concludes our interview with the beautiful, wonderful Miss Morgan Dayley. Feel free to stalk her on the internets at msutexas.edu.
Yes.
Perfect. To have her answer any of the questions that you may have about the theater program there. Morgan, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We look forward to having you back in the fall and in the spring whenever we have more details about all these amazing shows and the amazing program that you have at MSU Texas.
I would love. Come make magic with us.
Yay! Magic. Welcome back to Lights Up with Jessica. I have another very special, awesome guest today, Miss Emily Clements.
Hello.
I'm so thrilled. The last time Emily and I hung out, we were in a show together at Wichita Theatre.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Blind Spirits.
I remember. I was there.
I played an old lady. It was fun. But
Yes.
it was
an experience.
It was.
Yes, I played a doctor's wife.
Mhm. And everyone was like, "Oh, you did great, but you're like 40 years too young to be playing this role." And I was like, "Whatever."
It's acting. We are actors. So it was a very, very fun experience. So thank you to Wichita Theatre for providing opportunities for us to perform. So, okay, speaking of Wichita Theatre, you have a very, 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 very exciting project ahead of you.
I do.
What is happening?
I'm directing the Descendants at the Wichita Theatre, which I was unfamiliar with it before.
Same.
I kind of heard about it, but it's more of like a directed towards teenagers.
Okay.
And so I kind of watched some of the movie, read the script. It's really a fun show. It follows the children of like evil Disney characters, so it's kind of a different take because usually you have the nice characters and they're all happy, but these are like the villains' kids. So it's really fun. It follows 4 of the villains' kids. It's Mal, who's kind of the main character. She is the daughter of Maleficent.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And then we have Evie, who is the daughter of Grimhilda, which a lot of people don't know.
I was about to say who?
She's the evil queen from Snow White.
Okay.
So she's the one that goes into the old lady, gives Snow White the apple.
Yeah.
Her name's Grimhilda. Fun fact.
I had no idea.
And then we have Carlos, who is the son of Cruella de Vil.
Okay.
And then we have Jay, who is the son of Jafar from Aladdin.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow. I think there's a lot of trauma involved in these kids'
I know,
lives.
and there's like a lot of parts in the show where they're like, "Oh, I wish my mother loved me as a kid." Like it's really,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
We can
'Cause,
provide
like
some.
the evil parents are like, "Oh, bye, have fun, I hate you." Like
Oh,
it's
my.
yeah.
And this is a Disney show?
Yes, it's really fun though.
We love childhood trauma.
Yes.
Hashtag relatable. Okay, well maybe we can provide some mental health resources in the program for Descendants. Very
Yes.
cool. So how many are in the cast? Ish.
Maybe like 30 to 40, I would say.
Okay.
And it's all ages.
Okay.
Because we do also have the evil parents in the show as well. So we have Maleficent, we have Cruella, and then we have, because there's like the evil side of things and there's like the good side. So we also have like random Disney characters throughout. Like we have Snow White that comes in for a few minutes. We have Belle and Beauty and the Beast. We have the kids of some of the good people. So it's all ages that are in the cast.
Cool.
And I would say probably, maybe not closer to 40, maybe closer to 30, I would say.
Okay, that's still a pretty big
It
cast.
is, yes.
Sounds like a very, very, very big show.
Yes.
What is your favorite part of the whole directing process?
That's I guess it's cool to use all my theater experience and kind of take it into a different way and like be able to help people on stage, because I get really nervous on stage. And it's so much easier to kind of be on the outside looking in and being like, oh, like do this, do this, do this. Like, because when you're on stage, you're like, you know, you get so wrapped up in yourself and you're so self-conscious. So it's really, I think it's like in a way less stressful
Okay.
Because the show I directed last, I was in Matilda. I directed Matilda. I was also in Matilda. It kind of, yeah, it was hard.
Okay. Yay.
It didn't start. I started out being cast in it, and then with COVID and everything, we had different directors that kind of had to drop out.
Right.
And so they're like, "Hey, we need a director if we want to do the show." And I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll do it." And it was so fun, but it was so challenging. I didn't realize how hard it was to be on stage and directing at the same time, and so I'm so excited with this one. I just get to stand on the sidelines and give people notes and not have to do both at the same time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love that. Way less stress.
Mm-hmm.
So what has been your theater experience?
Mainly just from being in Wichita Falls. I'm very much like a homegrown Wichita Falls person. I started when I was 8 years old at Backdoor Theater. I really grew up at Backdoor Theater. Like, my whole family was super involved. And theater just became like my safe place. Yeah. You know, I was going through a lot of hard things at that age, and theater kind of saved me. And so I really grew up doing shows at Backdoor Theater. I got to do a lot of cool like summer camps. They used to have like a Backdoor to Broadway program that brought in, you know, New York actors to come and teach. And I also used to do Opera Breve, which was at Midwestern. And they would bring in different opera people from all over the country to work with us. So I was really lucky at like the time that I was growing up that I had so many resources in Wichita Falls, which a lot of people, you're like, what is Wichita Falls has a theater community? Like, yes, it's a great theater community. And I was so lucky at the time that I grew up that I got to have those resources. And then I did attend Midwestern. And I have a music degree, not a theater degree.
Okay.
So do I have any technical training? No, but it's more like a learn by experience type of thing. And so I've experienced great shows with great directors. I've experienced bad shows with bad directors. And so I kind of just approach directing as from an actor standpoint of what would I want as a director? Like, I want to be the safe place for these kids that I had when I was growing up. And so I want to kind of give back. And I've had a lot of people say really nice things that they love being in shows with me just because I want to create that safe environment for students.
Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. For more information about Descendants and about Wichita Theater and Emily herself, check out the link below. A humongous thank you again to my friends Emily and Morgan for sharing their theater experience and what's happening in the theater world around Wichita Falls. A quick shameless plug, boop boop. Backdoor Theater's improv troupe, we are back in action. We have our first show of this season in the last few months. What is time? It's an illusion. On August 27th at Backdoor Theater on our main stage. So keep an eye out for tickets there. And then the following night on the 28th, we will be having our first band night of the year. So we are super duper excited to get Hannibal Lecter and a special guest. We will have more information out for you. You can find out more by clicking the link down below. Super exciting, or maybe it's here. Or here, or here. Either way, no matter what you do, please come out and support the arts scene here in Wichita Falls. It is so, so important. It is awesome. It is amazing. Without further ado, I end this beautiful episode of Lights Up with Jessica. Until next time, please like and share and comment below what is your favorite musical or play that you've seen here in Wichita Falls. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show or have anything to talk about as far as the theater world goes, please reach out to us at info@thehubntx.com. Until next time, scene.